All right, y'all, let's dive right in. How to overcome sugar cravings. This video is for you if you've been feeling just like an uncontrollable desire to eat candy, ice cream, and it's just feeling like it's too much right now, and maybe it's limiting your weight loss goals or your health goals right now to just simply steward your body well and keep it strong for a lifetime, right? So this reminds me of, I was actually reading through one of my old journals. So for those of you guys who don't do this, I highly recommend. I keep journals all the time. Okay, let me know if you got any journalers down in the comments too. Just how I'm feeling. I track my workouts as well too. And I remember looking back like 3 years ago, there was a season to where I literally was journaling in there that I couldn't stop eating vanilla ice cream at night. And it felt like it was like crack, right? It was just like so addictive, and I just couldn't stop. Like, I felt happier and more excitable and like just enthusiastic whenever I had vanilla ice cream, which is so weird because I'm a chocolate guy, as you guys can see by my wife Sammy. Ba-doom. But with that being said, I remember in this season, what was really causing me to crave sugar, I think is going to be a helpful lesson for you guys watching this. And I'll share with you a little bit about how I've overcome this. And today's going to be a little bit more of a mindset thing, right? We're not necessarily going to be diving into like, hey, you should sub it out with these foods, because we're just going to call it for what it is. It's a heart posture thing. It's a mindset thing. If you're craving a lot of sugar right now, there can be issues in your gut, right, that are causing you to crave that as well too. However, I'm not the person to go to for that. You guys should go to Berlin Byers if you guys are wanting some help with the gut health. She's awesome. But we're going to talk about mindset right here. Giovanni, as you eat a cookie. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with having a cookie, right? The first thing I want to say here is there's nothing wrong with having sweets, okay? Anybody who tells you that you can't have a cookie in a health plan, a weight loss plan, a longevity plan, is honestly being way too legalistic about this thing, okay? You're allowed to have cookies, you're allowed to have ice cream, but we want to be sensitive to Holy Spirit, especially when they might be calling us, or he might be calling us into a season of like just completely fasting from it, right? So that's the first thing I want to say here. Second thing I want to dive into, which is more of that mindset part right there, is if you're finding yourself craving a lot of sugar, what's really happening for a lot of people, and this was my case, is you're craving speed, right? You're craving things just to go faster in life. So why might this be coming about? Maybe work is really stressful right now and you're trying to move through this month, or these next 2 months, 3 months, right? Maybe you got a baby on the way and you just want that baby to come. Maybe you're moving across the country, right? Like, for instance, my client who brought this up, he's moving over to California in like 6 weeks. So, Corey, I know that there's some things going on there that might be causing you to speed up as well too. And whenever we find ourselves in a season to where we're really craving stimulants, such as sugar and caffeine, two stimulants that I will personally enjoy and I encourage my clients to enjoy throughout the week in moderation as it feels called. But I'll be honest with you guys, one thing that's come up for me, right? So I've been having to overcome this like speed thing, is with caffeine, right? It's the same thing as sugar. If we find ourselves getting over caffeinated or over sugared, it's because we're trying to speed things up, right? It's because we're trying to, you think about it, what does sugar do? It literally lights your energy up, makes you feel like you can do anything for 10 seconds and then you crash, right? Caffeine, what is it? It's energy that's coming into the body that is not of your body. And I love coffee, guys. I love coffee, man. I love some espresso. There's nothing wrong with sugar and caffeine in the right dosages and the right moderation amounts. But this conversation goes with anything. If you're finding yourself, getting what we might call addicted to these sweets, or addicted to the sensation of like, man, I need to have a cookie every day after dinner. I need to have ice cream every single day after dinner. Truth is, you don't need any of that, right? Truth is, we don't need any of that, right? We are fueled by the Father, and he is our source, he is our love, he is our food, right? The one true food is faith and communion, right? The body and the blood, and faith in the Father, right? So with that, we don't need any of it, but it's totally cool to have in moderation. However, I encourage you, if you are feeling like, man, you can't stop eating sugar, right? It's just overwhelming. I'm gonna invite you, when you start getting those sugar cravings, get your butt to bed. Go take a nap. No one else is gonna tell you this, but it's your body actually telling you, if you're craving all this sugar, it's your body actually telling you that it's overstimulated and it's craving more stimulants because it thinks stimulation is its normal, okay? So I'm gonna invite you guys, like when you feel like, man, I just can't go through lunch without these like Snickers, right? Or like candy, ice cream, whatever it might be, man, that's the time to go take a nap, especially you entrepreneurs who can build your own schedule, okay? Like give yourself the time to rest right there. I love Psalms 127, verse 2, I think it is in there, to where it says like, man, people will toil in vain, like waking up super early, working all day long, and not realizing that the Lord's gonna get shit done for you while you sleep. Okay, like God is gonna get things done for you while you sleep. And so when your body's craving all this sugar all the time, it's probably your adrenals, right? Telling you that, man, you should go take a nap. Or like if you're